Hello everyone, this is David from the CheckMark team. Welcome to the CheckMark Payroll Software tutorial for our new users. If you're just starting out, I am here to guide you through the process step by step, ensuring you get the most out of our comprehensive payroll solution. In this tutorial, we'll cover everything you need to know to effectively manage your payroll process. From setting up your company information to processing payroll runs and generating reports, we've got you covered. By the end of this tutorial, you'll feel confident navigating our software, handling payroll tasks efficiently, and leveraging its powerful features to streamline your payroll management. Let's dive in and explore the world of CheckMark Payroll Software. Creating a new payroll database in company in CheckMark Payroll Software. Let's begin by setting up your company. First, go to the File menu and select New Company. A dialog box will appear prompting you to create a new database. Click OK to proceed. Now, enter the name and location for your new database. Please note that the year cannot be changed, it will default to the present year. Once you've entered the necessary information, click Create Database button. Another pop-up appears. Now enter the company name and trade name, and then click OK. An alert appears. Click OK. The first thing you'll see is the company information window. Enter your company's contact information, including the address, phone number and federal ID in the company information window and click Save. You can always go back and modify the information if you need to. Now that you have access to the whole command center, you're ready to set everything up. The command center is divided into 3 sections: Setup, Payroll, and Reports. Now, let's focus on the setup. Setting up your payroll in CheckMark Payroll Software. If you track employees in different departments, click Departments on the command center and enter each department by clicking New. We'll set up 2 departments for this example. You can have up to 99 of them. Next on the checklist is setting up taxes. Loading current federal tax tables is as simple as choosing federal tax values in the command center and clicking Load Values for your payroll year. Now click Yes to replace the latest tax values. State taxes work similarly. Choose State tax values, click Load Latest Values, choose your state's tables, and click OK. If your state doesn't have withholding, you still need to add your state to the list. Enter your state ID and unemployment values provided by your state. Setting up local taxes works the same way as state taxes. Choose local tax values in the command center, click Load Latest Values, and choose your local tax. Remember to choose California SDI if you're in California to track state disability insurance correctly. To create a new local tax category, click New, enter the category name, then click OK. Select the newly created category from the list and input the tax values. Next on the setup list is the Hour categories. Choose Hour categories in the command center and click Load from List. If your employees get paid regular and overtime and also sick and vacation time, then choose these options and click OK. Or you can click New and set up a new hourly category. Now it's time to enter any additional income categories you might have. Choose Additional Income from the command center and click Load from List. There are various types to choose from, or you can click New and set one up from scratch. CheckMark Payroll Software allows up to 40 additional income categories for your company, and you can assign up to 8 additional incomes per employee. Next on the setup list are deductions. These include items such as health insurance and 401k plans that are withheld from an employee's pay. Choose Deductions from the command center, then click Load from List to select the required deductions, or alternatively, click the New button to set up your own deduction. Adding employees to your company in CheckMark Payroll Software. Now, all that's left is to set up your employees, so let's get started on that. Click on Employees in the command center. When the Employees window opens, you'll see tabs for personal information, wages, taxes, income, deductions, accrued hours, and year-to-date. Let's add our first employee. Click New, enter the employee's name, then click OK. As you can see, a new employee has been added. Now, enter all the personal information of the employee, including the direct deposit details. You can either click New to enter another employee or finish setting up this employee using the remaining setup tabs. Let's complete setting up this employee. Click on the Wages tab. Here's where you enter the employee's salary or hourly pay information and assign the employee to a department. Make sure you choose the correct pay frequency. Now, let's move on to the Taxes tab. Choose the filing status and allowances the employee put on their W-4 for both the federal and state sections. Remember, if your state has no withholding, you should still choose the state and state table from the list. Once that's done, click the Income tab. The income categories that appear are the ones we set up earlier. To assign them to the employee, simply select the category in the list, then click Assign. Now do the same thing for deductions. Click the tab, then select the deduction in the list, and click Assign. You're almost done. The Accrued Hours tab is next, where you can enter information to track things like sick and vacation days. And last but not least is the Year-to-Date tab. This tab is used if you're starting with CheckMark Payroll Software after the start of the new year. Here you can enter all prior pay information as of the last completed quarter as lump sums so that quarterly and year-end reporting like the 941 and W-2s will be accurate. For more information on this, check out our online help. Make sure you click Save after entering all the employees' info. Running your payroll efficiently in CheckMark Payroll Software. So that was pretty easy, right? Setup is the hardest part. Now, we want to show you how easy it is to run a payroll. You can enter hours in different ways. One way is to click Enter Hours in the Command Center and input hours for all employees on one screen to save you time. The hours can be retained for the next payroll. Another method is to enter each employee's hours individually on the Calculate Pay window. Let's do it that way for now. Click Calculate Pay in the Command Center, enter the correct dates for the pay period, and then click OK. Select an employee on the right, then click Edit Hours if the employee is paid hourly. For salaried employees, all the correct information is filled in for you based on the employee's setup. If it all looks good, click Create Check for this employee, or you can click Save and move on to the next employee. If you click Save, you'll create the checks later using the Review and Create Checks window. All that's left for this employee to do is click Create, enter the check number and direct deposit number, and then click OK. As you can see, the check is created. Next, close this screen and go to the Print Paychecks button. If you already have computer checks, that's not a problem. Now select the employee and then select the option you need from Check at Top, Check in Middle, or Check at Bottom. You can also reposition print fields to fit your checks. Click the Edit Check Format button, and a new window will appear. Here you can reposition fields and control which fields will print. Field names in red are turned off. Double-click a field to turn it on or turn it off. To exit, click the X and then click Yes to save. Now you're ready to print a check. Highlight the employee's name and click Print. Then adjust the printing properties and click OK. That's it. Now paychecks will be printed. Setting up employer payees and creating payments. Next, we will see how to set up employer payees for employer payments, such as federal, state, and local taxes as well as other employee deductions. Navigate to the Employer Payees section, then proceed to click on the New button to create a new payee. Now, enter the payee's name and click OK. Next, select the payment type. And then input all the payee information. CheckMark Payroll also enables users to modify and delete payees as long as there are no payment checks associated with the payee in the current year. After entering all details, click Save. And there you have it. You have added a new employer payee in the CheckMark Payroll software. Now, let's generate checks for your payees. Navigate to the Create Payments section from the Command Center. Select the desired check dates and then choose the payee type. Click on the Calculate Amount button. The calculated amount will appear in the Edit box. You can review all the calculation details in the Details section. Finally, click the Create Check button to generate the check for your payees. Generating your payroll reports in CheckMark Payroll Software. Now let's take a look at the Reports tab in the Command Center. It includes more than 40 payroll reports. You can click View to see the reports and review them. Alternatively, you can also print or download them as text or XLS files. Let's see how to generate the employee information reports. Click on the employee information from the reports. The employee information window appears. Select the desired report type and choose the employees. After making your selections, click the View button. The employee information report will appear. Next, we have an employee earnings report. Click on the employee earnings from the Command Center. Within this window, you'll find various report options including regular wages, hours, check details, and check summary. To generate a report, first select the check date and then choose the specific type of report. Next, select the employees from the list. Once you've made your selections, click the View button to generate the report. Now click Employee Paychecks from the Command Center. Here you have the option to choose specific check dates and reports, which allows you to view and download. For example, let's generate an ACH direct deposit text file. First, select the desired check date. Then, click on the ACH direct deposit radio button. Next, choose the employee for whom you want to generate the direct deposit. Click on the text file button, and a window will appear prompting you to enter all necessary details. After entering all the required details, click OK. Next, select the location where you'd like to save the file, and finally, click Save. Congratulations! You have successfully generated the text file containing the ACH direct deposit details. To generate reports for a particular department or job, click the Department/Jobs tab from the Command Center. Select the check dates and department type. Then, click View to see the reports. In CheckMark Payroll Software, you can print 941, 943, and 944 forms from the Federal Taxes tab along with a tax summary report. Click the Federal Taxes tab from the Command Center. Form 941 is a quarterly form submitted by the employer to the IRS, Form 943 is for agricultural purposes, and Form 944 is an annual form submitted by the employer. In this example, we will generate a Form 941. Select the 941 radio button and then choose the period. You can also provide third-party designee information, which will be reflected on the 941 form. If necessary, enter details for the paid preparer. After entering all necessary details, click the Print button. A window will appear. Here, enter any additional details and then click OK. Please ensure that the latest version of Adobe Acrobat Reader is installed and set as the default .pdf application on your system to print forms 941, 943, and 944. Similarly, you can also generate 940 FUTA taxes, SUTA taxes, and local tax reports in CheckMark Payroll Software. Lastly, we will see the W-2 and W-3 Statements tab. You can effortlessly generate W-2 and W-3 forms for your employees. To begin, select the desired employee or employees from the list, then choose the report type. Next, click the Print button and adjust the printing properties as needed and then click OK. Whether you're using blank paper or pre-printed forms, this feature ensures an accurate and efficient reporting process. You can also save your W-2 and W-3 information in the EFW2 file format for electronic filing. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to contact our support team or explore the links in the video description. Thank you for choosing CheckMark Payroll Software. We're here to simplify your payroll process.